Hello and welcome to our video series on the resurrection of Jesus. So far in our video series, we have established 5 facts agreed upon by the majority of scholars who have written on the resurrection of Jesus. The question then is, what is the best explanation of these facts? As you can imagine, there are several competing theories. In the next few segments, we're going to evaluate various competing theories, starting with the skeptical ones first. Today we're going to respond to the first of 7 most popular skeptical theories of the resurrection. It is called the Swoon Theory. What is this theory? According to the Swoon Theory, Jesus never died in the first place. He only swooned. That is, he didn't show any visible life signs but was still alive when he was placed in the tomb. After several hours, he was revived by the cool air of the tomb. He got up, took off his burial cloth, and departed. As reasons to believe in this theory, Swoon Theory sympathizers will argue that medical knowledge wasn't that great at the time, so the people who thought that he was dead could very well have been wrong. Now, how credible is this objection? Let's look at some of the fatal flaws in the Swoon Theory. Right at the outset, it must be noted that the Swoon Theory rejects the first of 5 facts concerning the resurrection that we have already established earlier in episode 2 of this video series. If you have not watched it, kindly do so. You'll find a detailed explanation there. For reasons mentioned in the second episode, Jesus' death by crucifixion is a well-established fact that virtually all historical Jesus scholars agree upon. Thus, the inability of the Swoon Theory to account for the first fact of the resurrection makes it an unviable and an implausible theory. But that is not all. The Swoon Theory runs into deeper trouble when investigated a little further. Ask yourself the following questions. Firstly, even if Jesus survived and nobody noticed, how did he get out of the tomb? It is hard to believe that Jesus got out of the tomb given that he had been tortured severely, beaten on the head, lost an incredible amount of blood, was dehydrated, his ligaments were torn from hanging on that cross, and he had not received food, drink, or medical attention for more than 24 hours. Even if we assume that the cool air inside the tomb brought back his consciousness, how would he free himself from the many yards of grave clothes that were tightly wrapped around him? Even a healthy man will have trouble getting out of these. And if he got out of the grave clothes, how did he overcome the next obstacle? The stone that the 3 women felt incapable of moving away, as we read in Mark 16, 2-3. Where did he find all this strength after having suffered so severely? It is hardly realistic to believe that this is possible. Secondly, how are the Roman guards overpowered by the swooning corpse? Think about this. How would the wounded Jesus get by the elite Roman guards and put down the armed and trained Roman guards? It is extremely unlikely, isn't it? Thirdly, even if we assume that he did get out, could he have been completely well the next day? Can anyone believe that Jesus was capable of moving around as if nothing had happened? But according to Matthew 28, 9 and 10, Jesus appeared pretty healthy when the women saw him. They worshipped him, so apparently there wasn't any need to attend to his wounds. In Luke 24, 13-31, we read that he walked 7 miles with the disciples to the village of Emmaus and then showed himself to the apostles. Does that sound like a person who had been tortured less than 48 hours ago? How likely is that? Finally, even if all the above can be explained, where did he go afterwards? His disciples saw him for 40 days and then he disappeared. Nobody ever saw him again, not even his closest friends. If ever even one person had seen him after Pentecost, even the slightest rumor that Jesus would still be alive on earth would have sent people searching for him. The Jews would have tried to find him to prove that all this rumor of resurrection and ascension is nonsense. The young church would have fallen apart because many people would have doubted Peter's preaching. For these reasons, I believe the Swoon Theory is implausible and untenable. In the next episode, we'll look at the second of 7 most popular skeptical theories of the resurrection of Jesus. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.